And then when it was time for critiques, she was like, we got to mine and she was like, you ruined it with the lines. My name is Sammy Sanchez Monter and I am 25 years old. I'm an artist from Petaluma, California. I mostly do portrait painting, and the reason being I paint like for the same reasons that people like journal or like write about their feelings to kind of like get through them. So I paint myself and like my subject matter most of the time. I kind of just explore my emotions, explore my thought processes, what I think is normal and abnormal about me, and try to just like work through it through symbolism and just like imagery so that it's easy for people to interpret, I guess. And so one of my goals is that when people view my work, it's so that they can also relate to maybe any images they see, like any emotions that they can interpret, and kind of just get what they need from the work that they see. I started painting, probably taking it very seriously in college, which is probably 6-7 years ago. I started like probably taking formal classes in high school, but I've always been interested in it since I was super little. I have like sketchbooks that my mom still keeps and like little artworks I did when I was younger. So I've always just had that affinity and love for just like creativity and just like anything that involves like having fun with like materials and just like using your hands and stuff. I would say magenta is one of my favorites right now. I also really like greens right now as well, and probably neons like in general. So like my top colors right now would be magenta, green, and anything that's super fluorescent. My professor was like, they always do their walk-arounds when we do our paintings, and it was also for a final critique, and she was like nodding. She wouldn't really like tell me like yes, no, but I knew her nods were nods of approval. And then she was like, all right, now you can take these home and just work on them. And I was doing like these fades of colors, like no specific outlines. And then when I took it home, I did like harsh black outlines because it was an abstract piece. And then when it was time for critiques, she was like, we got to mine and she was like, you ruined it with the lines. That was the first thing she said, and I was just like, oh my god, okay, just keep on roasting me, please. And she was my favorite professor too, so I was like, I'll just take it. I'll just take all the critiques. I think a lot of people have high expectations of what the end product is gonna be, and something that I've totally struggled with is that, like, stopping myself from like proceeding with a painting when it reaches the ugly phase, because it just doesn't look or like doesn't feel like it's going in the right direction. But I guess like just don't put the process of analysis hand in hand with the process of creativity. You should let the creativity kind of be the first thing you do and then analyze it later, because the creative part is the divine part. Like, it's the part that you should just let flow and like put colors together that you think don't go together. Like, follow your impulses at first time, and then after that session or like after that day, be like, this worked, this didn't. And then the next day you go into the studio, like tweak some things, but like also just let the creative part go, like let it be free. And then at the end of the day, or like even at the end of the final product, critique it. Like, you gotta let your work breathe. Yeah, that's what my work is about.